escalate the tension.
On Wall Street, the Dow closes up 143 points at 21,454. The Nasdaq ends up 87 points. I'm Jim Ascendio.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If you're making the minimum payments, but your balance is just not going down, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it will take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. 800-370-5157. They've helped over 5 million people with credit card debt. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debt, Consolidated Credit Programs will teach you how to get out and stay out of debt. Call 800-370-5157. 800-370-5157. That's 800-370-5157. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM19, Oregon DM80031. Services are primarily educational in nature.
And now, with the Only in America Minute, here's your host, Bill Cochran.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders expects thousands of people to die because of the health care bill. You know, Obamacare was going to save people, it sounded like, but if you don't have insurance in America, according to Bernie Sanders, you're doomed, you know? We're not worried about the nuclear bombs. We're not worried about North Korea. We're not really worried too much about ISIS, but we're worried about losing Obamacare. Bernie Sanders had a rough week. You know, his wife, she's under investigation now for trying to take money from a college up in Vermont. And we don't know what's going to happen with him. And Hillary Clinton, nobody's heard from her at all. I mean, she could be up in Martha's Vineyard for the summer. Bill could be out in Arkansas. And Chelsea, who knows? She could be in China, you know, talking to the people over there. Because they're globalists. They're people that want us to not be America anymore, but to be a country involved in the United Nations, I guess, and everybody else all over the world. Bernie Sanders, I mean the hypocrite, talks about millions of dollars, and they say he has 3 or 4 houses, bunch of cars, bunch of money. And he's the guy that was running against Hillary Clinton who cheated to beat him. And old poor Donald Trump. They keep picking on Donald. All he ever gets from the CNN is critical thinking. I mean, they're trying to bring down a president. CNN, they didn't have a real good week either last week. And old Donald keeps on tweeting, keeps on talking to those 20 million tweeting friends that he has, and Facebook and all the other people on social media. Just think, what would Donald be without Twitter? Think about it. Bill Cochran, Tan Talk Radio Network, 8 noon and 6.
Show me the money.
It's the Employment Opportunity Hour with Gene Hodge. Every Thursday night from 7 until 8.
So the purpose of the show is to help you out there to find something that you enjoy doing instead of a job. And at the start of the show, I normally give out a formula, which I know will guarantee you to find the type of job that you want right now.
Find out the formula to an enjoyable job with Gene Hodge's Employment Opportunity Hour every Thursday night from 7 until 8 here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Show me the money.
Imus in the morning.
23-year-old American judo competitor Nick Del Popolo from Westfield, New Jersey, he's been expelled after testing positive for THC. That's the chemical. Oh, you know what it is.
No, I don't. I just said, it's not good. I know that.
No.
Don't try to paint me in this drug corner, Warner.
It's the chemical found in the marijuana and hash.
Oh, really?
Imus in the morning.
On the stations of the Tan Talk Network.
Tampa Bay's Tan Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
Everything you wanted to know about the music industry. Ask Vic McClain from Virtuoso Music and Distribution on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Call Hollywood Connections with Don Reese, 727-441-3000.
Hey, this is Vern Troyer, and you're listening to Don Reese's Hollywood Connections.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
Listening to Hollywood Connections. I'm Kirstie Alley.
You are listening to Hollywood Connections with Dawn. And this is Kelly Preston. I'm so excited.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream?
Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't, but keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood, always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
All right, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's your number one entertainment show in the Tampa Bay area, Hollywood Connections. Now your host, Miss Florida Diva Yvonne Madison, and the lady with all the connections, Dawn Reese. All right, ladies, lights, camera, action. You're on.
Thank you, Peter, for the great intro. Wow, what lungs you have.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I am Dawn Reese. Hollywood Connections is actually really excited today. First, I want to thank Yvonne Madison for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
My co-host?
Yes, I'm here most of the time.
I know. So yesterday we had our pastor, and with Beaming Hope Church, and so next Wednesday we pre-taped a show that you have to listen to Beaming Hope Church and the message and some miracle stories and everything we talked about next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Yes.
So we get a little break next week. We can be here a little earlier.
Oh, good.
I know. In the meantime, our house is full at Tan Talk Radio Network. We have Chris Helton in the house. Chris is the rock and roll star. I mean, he has so many stories. He's a special in himself. Yes, you are, Chris.
Well, thank you, Dawn. And those stories we can't actually tell.
Oh, well, we have amazing opportunities, with even young kids that want to maybe follow your footsteps in the rock and roll world. You never know, Chris.
And he's a good photographer.
Exactly, an amazing photographer. He had magazines, and he rocked it in Orlando, and he's just taking a little, break right now and enjoying Florida. In the meantime, let's introduce yourself.
Christopher Corbell.
Hi, Christopher. And we have King James.
King James in the house.
That's right. So let's talk about our local news, what we're happening. We've got some amazing events coming up, and your last drum circle was, wow, I loved it.
Well, that was at the event that you hosted over at the Holiday Inn, and Charlie Ho and I came, and we introduced a little Hawaiian rhythms there.
You did.
And the place was packed. They really loved it, and maybe I can get some tours going and get Dawn Reese and Hollywood Connections over in Hawaii. Right?
Oh, I'm ready.
You're
ready? I'm ready. Look at my backdrop. It's all ocean.
Yeah, they loved it. And the next day, I think you had a full house here, didn't you?
We did. And actually the Tampa Bay Film Society, everybody loved you. They said, how do we top that show after you guys were there?
Yes. They can book us.
I know. So in the meantime, you've got an event, and then I want you to play your flute and, in a second. But tell us what's happening, Christopher, with your event coming up.
Well, we have a really, really big event coming up on July 15th. That's a Saturday starting at 10 a.m., and it's going to go all day until 7, and there's a lot of really, really heavyweight performers that are going to be there performing, master drummers that are here. Papa Malik Fayed is going to be here. King James is going to be here with us.
Yes.
A lot of people. Jane, which is a group that consists of about 5 to 10 different artists that all get together, and they are very dedicated to what they do, and many others.
And where is this going to take place at?
It's going to be at Sacred Lands, which is in St. Pete, and it's basically a preserve, and they're a not-for-profit organization as well, and they do a lot of different events there. It is an absolutely beautiful location that is just...
Is there a price?
It is $15 a ticket to get in.
Okay.
And all of that money goes to charity. What we're doing is I have projects where I'm building an orphanage in Uganda, Africa right now, and we're working so hard for these 72 children to build a model orphanage so that we can actually take that and carry it to other countries and other locations around the world. And then there is a nonprofit thing that Malik and I want to do, which is basically right now in Senegal, Africa, there are little children walking around with bullets that are like 3 or 4 inches long and machine guns. It's really wild, and it's not a movie. It's actually really happening. So what we want to do is we want to have those children turn over those firearms and replace them with drums. Oh. So that's what we want to do, to have them, instead of shoot each other, play drums with each other.
they're shooting each other.
Well, I don't know what they're actually doing with them, but they're not doing anything good with firearms.
Not really.
So we want to replace those weapons with drums and then get them active in drumming and having that be their form of communication in that way.
I hear you.
So that's the goal, and it's very exciting. I'm really honored to be here tonight, Don. I really am. Thank you so much.
I'm so impressed with what I saw last time, and I took over, and I went over, and it just so peaceful and the drumming. But what really impressed me was also King James playing the flute. I didn't know, Yvonne, he could play the flute.
He's amazing.
I am so into flute music. Before we do, I want to come back and thank you. Let me get a number, Christopher, where they can reach you or your website and where it's located.
They can reach me by going on Facebook to One World, One Love International. Just look for One World, One Love International. That is my not-for-profit company here in Florida. Mm-hmm. And that's where you can find it. You can like it. You can share it. And on the page, you can see the event right there. But it is Saturday, July 15th from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m., non-stop, packed entertainment, culture, drumming, love, peace, bringing all the community members together to share some love with each other and experience the culture.
Sounds wonderful.
Are you going to be there with me, Yvonne?
Definitely. The last time I was out of town when you had your affair, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in town.
Well, I'm so happy that you will be. Wow, that's
I've been
great.
to Senegal.
Wow, that's wonderful.
But it's been years ago.
Wonderful. Wow.
Well, we also, before you start the flute music, before we go on, I know I have our amazing Miss Las Vegas Entertainment from Las Vegas on the air with us. Carrie Brown is on, and she is going to do something for me because you can't really do a show with Hollywood Connections without putting God first. So she has the word of the day. Carrie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Yvonne. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Oh, that's great. Glad to hear it. And yes, we do. We always have a wonderful word from God every day. He's just continuing to bless his people. So I'm just going to go right to the word for you all. And I'm coming out of Psalms 34 and 14, which states, "Depart from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it, and after it has been all said and done." And what God is giving me in that is as we move forward to do good and out of hurtful and painful situations, we are to allow and to use those situations as lessons to help others to do good in every aspect that will bring glory to God in all things. So I found that to really be a blessing. And when I think about all things, that means in every situation or circumstances that we have today in our lives.
Beautiful.
Carrie, thank you so much for doing that. And while you're on the air, I want you to enjoy King James. This is just a little inspiration. Let's play some flute. I think this is adorable. I love it. It is. You got to cut some music with this, King James.
I just play at it,
I'm
but
looking forward to hear.
We're here.
I just play at the flute when you heard me, but Yvonne's going to join me with some poetic words, and it just blends together because her and we're from the same world.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Action, 3, 2, 1. Peter, you say it. I like how you say it. Action, 3, 2, 1.
Action, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm going to recite this poem. It's from Langston Hughes, Mother to Son. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and places with no carpet on the floor bare. But all the time, I've been a climbing on and reaching corners. And sometimes, son, going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, son, don't you sit down on them steps 'cause you finds it's kind of hard. 'Cause I'm still climbing. I'm still going. And son, life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
It's so like feng shui was, suave and just like
Beautiful.
So peaceful.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yay,
Carrie.
Peter, we need a hand clap on that one. That's amazing. That is King James and his flute. I hope you're going to stay with us a little bit and enjoy what's happening here. And Peter, Carrie, thank you so much for calling in. We're going to have more of you next week as well. And congratulations, she is our new Miss Entertainment Las Vegas.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, she's going to do
I got to come to Las Vegas. I really do.
Please do.
I've never been.
So, Yvonne, just maybe me and you just should go.
Yes, just jump, just jump down there.
Yeah.
Well, it's always my pleasure.
Thank you, Carrie, for calling in.
Thank you so much.
All right. So,
Bye, everybody.
thank you. So we are super excited. We have a lot of film directors in the house today. We have live talent that you're going to be so impressed. They're actually going to audition live for a movie part today, Yvonne.
Oh, okay.
And there's more coming. So we're super excited. Peter, let's go to our music. We're going to change chairs here. It's kind of like musical chairs with my favorite music. I love this. If you ever saw the movie Fool's Gold.
No.
Oh, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to give you the movie to watch.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to know my music.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back. I'm Dawn Reese, HollywoodConnections.biz. It is 6:17, and I'll be right back. Thank you.
Thank you, King James.
Thank you.
I am not to give to you, material things I have not to give to you, honey and sweets I have not to give to you, all I have for you, all I got for you, love and affection, my love and affection, love and affection, yeah. It's been a long time we've been together, baby, sharing every moment together. I hope this our love will last forever. I can move your mountain, you can move my mountain. Let's share this love, baby. I'll take you to the dreamland. Love and I, love and I, love and I, love and I. Oh yeah, what love got to give, let it got to give, yeah. Love can break your heart, love can mend your life. All you got to do, baby, trying all over again. Love and affection, love and affection, love and affection. Give me love, affection. Come on, now, give me love and affection. There will be no confusion, no temptation, no segregation, but there'll be solution. All I got for you, all I got for you, all I had for you, all I got for you. Love and affection, love and affection. All I got for you, all I have for you. All I got for you, all I got for you, baby. Love and affection, 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 love and affection.
Back.
Okay.
Hollywood
Welcome back to Hollywood Connections.
Thank you for tuning in. 1340 AM and 106.1 FM and a whole lot of other stations.
104.3 FM.
Okay.
1350 AM, 1400 AM.
Oh my God.
So I am back. And before we start, we want to talk to some of the film directors, and we have a couple more coming. They're late with traffic as well. In the meantime, Preston, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Right. So just tell us about your film and what you're looking for.
All right. I have a upcoming web series called Gray Room, Haven's Mill. It's pretty much like The Omen meets Twin Peaks.
Oh.
It's going to be a 13 episode arc. and we start on Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. That's interesting.
It was like meant to be.
And in these auditions today, what will you be looking for?
I always look for pretty much delivery to see how they can do without looking at a script. Thank you, script. Long day, and then pretty much how much they can really get into that character right off the bat. But I'm also looking for personality because that tells me a lot. A lot of auditions that I do sometimes are one-on-one, and I'll just actually speak with the other person to see, how they are. Because not only do I want talent, of course, but I want good people.
Right.
Well,
I want a question. When they're auditioning for you, are they auditioning the character themselves? You giving them a script of the character?
Yeah, I'm actually really known for actually giving scripts out way in advance.
Okay.
And I do that because, they have the time to memorize the lines, to try to envision the scene, the character, and all that.
Okay.
So when you have a script that's, for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you come in with script in hand, then that also gives me an idea of,
yes.
So I'm telling all my secrets the first 5 minutes of the show.
Oh. Yes. But today they don't have a script of yours.
No, but they should. If they have a monologue,
yes,
they should actually still, know it,
Yes.
So, but it's pretty much the delivery,
yes,
if you will.
Okay.
And how they approach, because I know this is a really cool. I don't know if I told you last week or not, Dawn, but
no,
this is very unique. I was actually telling I don't know how many people even days after what a unique and awesome idea this was to bring directors in, but also do it live.
I love it because people are driving and you can hear different monologues and it's comedy and it's fun and you never know what you're going to find on the radio as well. Right. And I thank you for that. That's been a dream in my heart to bring back to radio with Yvonne. And we had such a success last week and people are still calling me, I want to be on. And we want to thank you, Preston, for being here as well.
And also you have a chance to hear certain things that people who are driving and listening or at home listening, they will know what to look for if they want to ever audition for something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like educational too.
And you have Pete O'Shea and you're he's producing, is that right?
That's actually something something else. It's going to be another one. It's going to be a family film. It's called Where the Land Meets the Sky.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
beautiful.
Thank you. And
I like that.
And basically, he's helping producing. Wade Williams also producing, but also lead actor. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be directed by the very, very talented Curtis Graham.
Okay. Well, yeah, Wade is very talented as well. I mean, very impressed with his singing too. I said, you got to get over here and sing. So I'm impressed. We're going to come back with you as well. And I know, Ron, thank you for driving all the way in. We're going to share the mic again here. And tell everybody what you're looking for, your film company. I've been sharing your funding page as well with everybody else's, whenever I can. And tell us what you're looking for today and a little bit more about your background.
What I'm looking for? I'm looking for actors that are willing to do the work, really. People that want to learn the script, they want to get into the business, and they are passionate about what they're trying to do. I've only been in this industry for a very short amount of time. I actually used to do event promotions and talent management. And a friend of mine said, "Hey, why don't you produce this film?" And I said, "I have no idea what I'm supposed to do." And he's like, "Well, basically you have to hire all the actors and do all the paperwork, and then you have to find the places where we're going to shoot." And I'm like, "Well, that's just like finding a venue and hiring entertainers, and there's legalities and paperwork and things like that." I'm like, "Well, is that producing?" And I've been doing that for 10 years. So that's how I got into the film industry. And now that I'm here, I look around and I'm looking at a lot of people that are out there. I noticed right away that it seems like the talent in the state of Florida is like over the age of 25 to 35, 45. You know, you don't see a lot of younger actors getting involved, early on. It's mostly people who have, they finished their business and now they want to go back to that dream, and they want to start over. So, I see them out there trying very hard. And then I see some of the younger people who don't take it as seriously because they're like, well, I got all the time in the world to do it. So I want people who are passionate, no matter what their age or, what their background. That's what I'm looking for.
So today, what exactly are you casting for a film?
Well, we're doing a project. It's called Redneck Games. We're actually we're filming in July.
Okay.
It's going to be the 15th is when we're filming. We're actually still looking. We have 2 or 3 leads for that we've approached 2 or 3 celebrities for the lead role, but most of the other roles have been cast already, except for there's some supporting roles that still need to be filled. We have extra work that still needs to be filled. We have like one-day shoots where it's just like 1 or 2 lines, but it's still a way for the independent actors and actresses to get their foot in the door and just like be part of a bigger project. And then, you start an IMDb page and you say, I was in this movie and I was in that movie and I was in that short film. And that's what a lot of directors are looking for. A lot of people in the industry, the first thing they do is go to IMDb and see what you've done.
Right.
Yeah.
That is super cool. And give your website again.
Oh, well, right now you can get in touch with us through 2 different websites. One is www.vortexproductions.us. That's our main website. But we're also doing a Kickstarter campaign for funding for the film. Now, we've gotten most of the money together for the project, but we're just like a little bit short. These movies take, hundreds of thousands of dollars to make. We were fortunate enough to be given a lot of help from like local businesses, charitable organizations. Very wonderful woman named Marcy Gorman. She donated her home. It's a $20 million home in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we are so very grateful. She's actually she produces theater, and so she's really heavy into the industry. She's a terrific woman, and we were just like very lucky. So we're able to shoot our film for a fraction of the cost of a Hollywood film because they just throw money at everything. So, we don't have a lot of money to throw. So we're, kind of, and that's the one great thing about Florida is that everyone in this industry is really willing to help each other. I met some people here last week. They were very willing to help me out. They've been in the business a little longer than I have, so we connected, and
that's so cool. That
is very good.
It's a camaraderie that you don't find a lot of different places. Sometimes they just don't care.
Well, out in California, I hear it's pretty cutthroat. I think that people out there, there's so many filmmakers out in like California and New York and things like that, Atlanta, and there's just so many. So much competition that it's like, me first. But over here in Florida, I think we've done a lot of independent film, obviously, in the state, but I still think that we're, new to the business as far as like when you're comparing us to Hollywood and things like that. So I think that because of that, I don't think that I don't know what would you call it? Yeah, there's no cut. There's not a cutthroat mentality because no one's dying to make independent film here in Florida. Whereas out in California, I think if you don't make a movie, then you don't eat dinner. Type of situation. So, but what we're trying to do is with our Kickstarter program, we're actually trying to help other independent filmmakers get the funding they need for their film because it's not very hard to come up with a good idea, and we have talented cast members, we have talented crew that are living right here in Florida, and they're ready to make the film, but it comes down to dollars and cents.
Right.
So my company, Vortex Productions, put together a new hashtag. It's called #VIP Film, and the VIP stands for Vortex Indie Promise. And what that is any money that's donated to our Kickstarter program or our campaign to help us fund our film, what we're going to do is we're going to take that money, we're going to add 10% to it, and when the film has been sold, we're going to give that money back to other independent filmmakers that have posted the #VIP Film promise on their crowdfunding webpage. So it's sort of a pay it forward for independent filmmakers. So eventually, once we distribute that money to other independent filmmakers and then they add 10% to that and then redistribute it and on and on and on, I think that eventually what will happen is that it will be very easy to find funding in independent film, and then all you have to worry about is coming up with a great idea.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yes.
You know, I want to feature this.
I forgot to mention that. So if you go to Kickstarter.com and just type in Redneck Games, it'll come right up.
Okay. Perfect. So. And also too is Preston, what was your website to give everybody? That was another question. I'm going to make sure you had that. Oh, go ahead. I don't know what just happened there.
Actually, you can reach me a couple places right now on Facebook, Preston Walden, and then also my directing page, and also you can reach me through my production page, which is Domain Pictures, and then also I have Gray Room Havens Mill on there as well. So we don't have a website just yet because I'm gathering a whole bunch of stuff. So in the next couple months, I'll have a website on that.
Oh, super cool. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I do want to say something real quick, and I want to thank this young man. I want to say, come on over here. I'm going to surprise him with something. I'm going to put him on the air. And hold on, here, take my headsets. And this is Thaddeus, and you probably know Thaddeus. I think he's in your film.
Yeah, he's in Gray Room.
So hi, have a seat. You're going to sit where I'm sitting here for a minute. This is what I've been trying to get you to do for the last how many years, Thaddeus? You're take the mic. You're on the air live. Tell everybody who you are and your social media.
My name is Thaddeus Ignacio, and my Facebook is Thaddeus Ignacio.
And, you know, he was one of my younger reporters. You came on, and we went on the Tropics boat, and now you've been in so many feature films. You've been kicking it. You're in martial arts as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good. So tell us how he auditioned for you.
I mean, how he did?
Right.
Oh, he was wonderful.
What did he have to do to audition?
Jumping jacks.
Oh.
No.
Me too. I can do some jumping jacks.
That's all you have to do. Mm-hmm. My standards are very low.
And I believe it. I'm like, really?
Really?
Is that martial arts?
No, he came in. He was 100%, prepared, and I wanted to actually work with him several years back, and I never got the chance to. But I just happened to have a character that fits him, fit his around the age, and he came in, and it was So
awesome.
It was great.
Awesome. So Thaddeus, tell us. I'm going to have you take over and co-host for a minute. Tell us what's the best part of doing films and what you do. Talk to everybody on the air. They're driving home. They want to know who you are.
The best part of doing films for me is meeting everybody, creating a family, and not just, at the end of the day, going home without anything. Even if it's a non-paid project, you'll have friends at the end of the day.
Yes.
People that you can't replace. Preston, he's amazing.
Oh, go on.
Aww.
No, I mean, go on.
Yeah, if it's unpaid, I don't think you get a raise for this, buddy.
Well, anyways, Thaddeus, I want to thank you for being here. You're going to audition for them live, and you have a monologue that you're going to do. You want to stand up, or what's better for you to do?
I can stand up.
You're going to stand up. All right, Yvonne, keep talking. We're live on the air.
Oh.
Power 106.1 FM, Hollywood Connections. And I'm trying to do also a live Facebook feed. I'm juggling a couple things here. And Thaddeus, you have your headshots ready to give Ron as well? Did you ever meet Ron before?
No.
Okay, he's doing another film, and we have Lima Films too. I think they're on their way as well, and somebody else. And we got a lot of people in the house. Woohoo!
There's Mama J.
Yes, Mama J is here, my good friend. Ooh, she's going to try out as well.
That's wonderful.
So take
Mama
the microphone. You're live on the air. We don't need dead time. We just got to keep talking. And where are your headshots you can give Ron? Right here. And what kind of monologue are you going to do today?
I have a comedic monologue.
Yay! All right, take it away. You're live on the air. People are driving. They want to hear Thaddeus.
Alrighty.
Action. Wait, Peter.
Action. 3, 2, 1.
Of course Wait. I'm sorry.
Take 2.
What? My presentation? Oh, yeah. I see what's going on here. This is obviously some kind of nightmare. I'll just wake myself up and everything will be okay. Ah. Oh, it's real. Oh. Yeah. No. Obviously, I'm super prepared. If anybody should be preparing, it's you. Preparing yourself to be amazed. But the only problem is, I have this really bad cough. Yeah, a glass of water would help it, but whoa. It won't help the fever. The nurse? The miracle! I feel better! Oh, yeah, I forgot that my dog... Oh, no, of course, I don't have a dog. I meant my mom. My mom eats my note cards. Yes, it's a very real problem. My family can't buy magazines anymore. You're right. I guess I'll have to do the best without my notes. So, for my presentation, I'm doing an interpretive dance.
Well, okay. So Thaddeus, how long have you been acting?
I've been acting for about 4 years.
4 years. And what has been the best memorable moment that you've had some major celebrities as well? I mean, I'm impressed.
My favorite moment is meeting Don the Dragon Wilson.
Okay. And who else have you met?
I've met Burt Reynolds.
That's right.
I've met John Schneider.
Okay.
And met a few others.
All right.
Yeah, I noticed that right away that you've worked with Steve Darren and Burt Reynolds. We're actually working with some of the people from the Briff School down in South Florida, the Burt Reynolds Institute of Acting, and a lot of our actors actually came from this Burt Reynolds School. So, we're working with some of the people that you've worked with. So that's really cool. Yeah, it means you've been around, but it also means that it's a tight knit group. It's really hard not to run into somebody you already know.
That's right. Well, Thaddeus, I'd like to have you have a seat over here. We have a VIP seat for you for a minute. I want you to hang out with us, all right? You're not in a hurry because you're going to get interviewed afterwards with some other reporters that are coming to the station. So that was one. Peter, I'm going to go and get everybody in line. Could you put another favorite music of mine?
Yes, some Caribbean.
Yes. This one is another favorite, and we'll be right back. I'm Dawn Reese, HollywoodConnections.biz with more auditions.
There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of the steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahamas. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go, Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. We're out to sea, and we'll perfect our chemistry. And by and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. Way down in Kokomo, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahamas. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go. down in Coca, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahamas. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, take you out and we go. You can make it fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go. Martinique, that Montserrat mystique.
We're kind of saving the best challenge for the next hour, so, because that's 7 o'clock.
Best for last.
Well,
Okay.
everybody's good. They did not do that. And we're back, Hollywood Connections. I'm Dawn Reese. And Peter Blake, thank you so much for doing our engineer work. Hey, you've got a masseuse in the house.
I do. It's really nice. Really nice. Thank you.
You know, she's here. I told her to get her done over here. And so because the other film directors, they can have a masseuse on their set. And yeah, she's going to talk about some things she does shortly. So Greg Raven is in the house.
How's it going, everybody?
Super cool. So Greg, take it away.
Okay. Well, my name is Greg Raven, for those of you who didn't hear it the first time. And basically, I am a mentalist. Now, what that means is I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. I'm a phony, but I'm good at it. Basically, what I do is I'm also honest. I'm an honest liar. Okay. Okay. That's exactly right. And what I do is I do what looks like mind reading. Okay. What I do is I basically use my 5 senses to create the illusion of a sixth. Does that make sense? I'm glad one of you had it. Anyway, so for the rest of you, we're going to try a little something. Now, we have our actor. What was your name again, sir? Thaddeus. Do me a favor, Thaddeus. Now, I have 3 poker chips here. Okay? Would you take them from me? Perfect. And I want you to put them behind your back, and I want you to mix them up in no particular order. Once you're satisfied that they are good and mixed, I want you to simply stop. Now, for those of you who can't see us and you're just listening on the radio, I want you to know that I have a black, kind of like a wallet, a business card holder. Would everybody agree? Yeah. Yes? Okay. And I'm just going to put it face down. Now, you can see there is 1 poker chip inside. We're going to see if you guys can, we're going to see how, you want to get a close-up of that? I'm sorry. Okay. Good. Now, are you satisfied they're good and mixed?
I'm satisfied.
Okay. I want you to, he's darn near ecstatic. That's fine. You did so good at emoting earlier. Try it again in real life, too. Do me a favor. Put one chip down on the table.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, do you want to change your mind, or are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay. I'll take the other 2. So you put 1 poker chip down. It's a red one. Now, do you feel that I influenced your decision in any way?
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, she asked how. I'm curious too.
I feel like whenever you ask me to change my mind, that maybe if I did change my mind.
Well, I mean, you still have the opportunity. We're not set in stone yet.
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay. So you chose the red one.
Yes.
Now, you could have chosen any of them. I had a 33% chance of getting this right. And you'll notice inside, I have 1 and 1 only, and it happens to be the red one. Nice.
Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah.
My mind is blown.
I can't do it. It's not as impressive if I do it. So, all right, let's try something just a little bit different. How good are your eyes, dear?
Not good.
Okay, then I won't use you. How about you there in the red? What's your name?
Preston.
I got
Preston.
reading glasses. I don't know.
You got your glasses?
No. Let's use Preston.
Use Preston?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use me.
That sounds.
I mean,
I don't know. That sounds like what's going in the engineering booth right now. My God. I just see
Mama
him.
J.
Yeah, I just see him kind of vibrate. Never mind. We won't go any further than that. Okay, Preston, would you take this for me?
All right, let me just,
You're live on the air.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and are you familiar with one of those?
Well, in my day.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
For the kids at home, that's a phone book. That was what the internet used to be. So, anyway, I do have a use for you.
Oh,
okay. Don't worry, it's nothing. It's nothing too extravagant. Now, I'm going to make some predictions regarding some decisions that you have yet to make. Okay. So I'm going to write down my first one right now.
As he's writing, we're all watching in awe.
Yes, we are. I've never seen this trick before.
No, well, that's
Someone
good.
writing in a book.
That's good. Okay, now what I'm going to have you do is I want you to hold up some fingers on one hand for me. Okay, thank you for not just holding up the one. Okay. Yes, I'm good. That's good. You'd be amazed. Anyway, keep that up and put some other fingers up on the other hand, if you would, please. Okay. 4. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm the one who needs glasses. Okay, so you have 2 and 4. Is that fair? Yeah. Or do you want to change your mind? No. Okay. So if we were going to make that a 2-digit number, that would be 24. Is that fair?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you can put those down. Thank you. Let's see here. Dawn, I'm going to use you for something.
Okay.
Dawn, I'm going to use you for something too.
I'm saying, and my husband's listening.
I was going to say,
honey,
where is the hubby? Because that could be a bad thing, depending on how you look at things.
While I'm adding people, I'm going, sure, okay, yeah, okay.
What goes on in the radio station stays in the radio station.
No, it's broadcast live.
Well, there's that.
Giggity, giggity. Okay, now I've already made my predictions. I can't change my mind. Do me a favor. Now, you see we got a real deck of cards, yes?
Yes, you have a real deck of cards.
Yes, still. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to just simply riffle through just like this. You call stop whenever you like. You ready?
Stop.
Right there. You don't want to go any further?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Take that top card if you would, please. Okay. Look at that card. Remember that card, please.
All right.
Okay?
See that?
Go ahead and say what card it is. Like I said, I can't change my mind anyway, so.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, well, unless you want to mail it to me. It's a real long trick.
I have a 7 of hearts.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Excellent. Now, so we end up with 24 and 7. Okay. Would you open it up to the white pages? Now, you notice there's 2 sections of white pages. I want you to go to the first section, which I believe is St. Petersburg, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Government pages.
Let's go past the government pages, the other direction. There you go. Okay. And go to page 24 that she chose.
As he's looking at 6:51, stay tuned because 7 o'clock we've got live auditions here.
Woohoo!
And we are super excited, and you're going to enjoy the next hour. Talent singers.
You will.
Yes.
Or else.
And you're enjoying Greg. He's going to be back too here.
You poor people.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got it.
Okay, so he's got page 24. Mm-hmm. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the third column.
Okay.
Okay. Since this is the third part of my prediction. And we're going to go to the 7th number down. Because that was the card you chose.
Okay.
Okay. Now. Yeah, that's the third column.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pull this out. And go ahead and say, what did you end up with?
It's the 7th. Let me just make sure.
As he's looking.
I have 803-5088. Wow.
Wow.
And that's exactly what I have written down for those of you playing at home.
Oh my God. So guys, what do you think of that, Preston? Rod?
He's totally mental.
That's exactly right. Yes.
I am pretty impressed.
You're pretty impressed. That's nice.
That was really.
I'm sorry?
Very good.
Okay, thank
you.
Really
good.
But you're also an actor. You're trying to get also connected. You have an agent that's helping you get out there.
Yes.
And so you guys, you have headshots and resumes with you as well?
I do not.
Okay, so you can send it to them.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I have done things with Diane.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
And we're doing very, very well with all that and trying to get on the cruise lines. I'm doing a lot of comedy club things, actually with a stand-up comedian by the name of Giovanni.
Okay.
So, yes.
And are you performing anywhere soon?
Not right now. I've got a lot of private events, so
Okay.
I can't announce them on the air, unfortunately. Otherwise, the mafia will come after you. So there's that. I'm not saying I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who's got a middle name of the. Okay. So.
Well, we want to thank you, and if you can help entertain our audience out there while we come
Absolutely.
back, and we're going to have you back on the 7 o'clock hour. I do want to thank American Model Magazine. I'll be judging their nationals in Orlando this weekend at the Grand Cypress Hyatt Resort. I'm excited.
Nice.
It's going to be really fun. Hi, Ron. I'm on his Facebook. He's on my Facebook. We're Facebooking everybody here. And Thaddeus, I want to thank you for trying out as well, and we'll send it over to Lima Films and stay around. We're going to get more interviews with you. And Greg, what is your website?
Really easy to remember. It's www.gregismental.com.
I said that.
Yeah, I said it long before you did. So.
Well, also, I want to have everyone go to theaquavault.com. This is my favorite. Shout out theaquavault.com. Put in Hollywood 1. And this is a new thing that I found. Look at that. I'm going to pass it around. And Shark Tank. And I go to the lazy river, I go to the beach, they have another vault, and you put your stuff in there, and it goes around your lawn chair. Super cool. Put in Hollywood 1, you get a discount. Also, if you go to mypillow.com, support the show, and put in the word beach, BEACH, and you get 15% off, and that also helps support Hollywood Connections. And also, I'm going to hold up the toothpaste, the whitening toothpaste. My father-in-law bought it yesterday. He's impressed. He's got a date coming up. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but we're excited. Yes, that was for Keith. And white teeth works great on dates, right? But Yvonne, you've been using the toothpaste. You have a beautiful family, a beautiful wife, beautiful children.
Tell everyone that.
And they're going to come back. They're going to come back and interview.
You're available.
They're going to come back and interview me and Yvonne shortly here, your daughter.
That's great.
I know. Any other lessons we have? We have a few minutes to talk about 6:55. Anything else, Preston, in this hour? Ending?
No, I'm just really excited to see
Some
more
great talent.
auditions. And one more thing.
Yes.
When you were saying that if anything, you meet people and you get to meet contact. I was told this by an executive producer a couple years ago, and it's so very simple, but it's very, very true, that this business is not a business of transactions. It's a business of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And once
Yep.
once you build those relationships, then you can, it's absolutely. So yeah, you're on the right track.
That's true. Just real quick, I think we have 3 minutes. Is Ellen on? Peter?
She is.
Ellen, hi. Close this hour with what you're doing in Orlando. We're super excited. Tell everybody about your event coming up.
Hello, how is everybody doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing good, Ellen.
There's a microphone.
Yes.
We're doing wonderful.
We're getting excited. We're working on Mad's Fashion Show for October the 28th. It's at the Flamingo Water Park Resort in Kissimmee, Florida. The fashion show actually starts at 6 p.m. and ends with the after party at 10 p.m. During the daytime, we are going to be running a Miss Showbiz pageant with Dawn Reese, and we're going to be offering the World Tourism State Pageant as well.
That's right. We're super excited, and probably also, too, Ellen, the Colorado and Phoenix one, we're going to take over for World Tourism. And we're excited because that Nationals is in Tennessee this year. So in July, I'll be there. Thank you so much for telling us about the lazy river over there at the Kissimmee Resort as well. We have to stay there.
Yeah, and if you guys want to book a room, just call up Flamingo Water Park Resort in Kissimmee, Florida. Give them the promo code St. Jude's, and they'll book your room for you for just $55 per night.
Sounds good, Ellen. Thank you again. And it is 6:57 p.m. And Ellen, we missed you here at the station. And I want to shout out because your daughter is with what is that, School Bus Diaries TV show, right?
School Bus Diaries. Yes, she's been a busy little girl. Thank you so much.
And Thaddeus is here. You're in that too. Thaddeus, Thaddeus, get on the air. Here's the mic. Thaddeus is here, and he's also in the School Bus Diaries, and that's with Lauren Chapin, my friend from Father Knows Best. But Lauren,
Yes.
Have you met Lauren yet?
I've met Lauren.
Oh, good. Yeah, we were on tour together in the pageant world for a while. And I'm trying to get her to our church to speak as well.
Yeah, Miss Dawn and Lauren are good friends, so we can't wait to see her down here in Florida.
I know. Super excited. Well, Thaddeus, congratulations on that, too.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay. All right, I'm Dawn Reese. Peter Blake, let's go to some Hollywood music. We're going to switch some guests and get our auditions ready for this next hour. We'll be right back. HollywoodConnections.biz. I'm Dawn Reese. Please go and check out what we do. And also Dawn Reese on Facebook. I'm always wearing a hat. You can't miss me. We'll be back. And my best friend over there as well. Yes, she's in the hat world. I got her hooked. I'll get you a hat tree. I'll be back next hour.
Bye.
2 minutes.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Ellen. All right, everybody.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay, WZHR, Zephyr Hills,
FM 104.3.
Listen.
Airline security, GOP healthcare. I'm Jim Ascendio. The U.S. is stepping up security on international flights arriving in this country. Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly says it includes enhanced screening of carry-on electronic devices, baggage, and broader passenger vetting.
Unless we all raise our security standards, terrorists who see commercial aviation as the greatest takedown will find and attack the weakest link. Together, we have the opportunity to raise the baseline on aviation security globally, and we can do it in a manner that will not unduly inconvenience the flying public.
A day after delaying their vote, Senate Republicans again are trying to put together a health care bill that can win enough votes to pass. Correspondent Phil Mattingly says GOP leaders are pleading with lawmakers who oppose the measure
to start giving a little bit on their key issues, on their core issues, to try and reach that point where you can actually move forward. What yesterday underscored was the reality of they're not there yet.
A replacement has been ordered for the Arkansas Ten Commandments monument that was destroyed earlier today when a vehicle rammed into it. State Senator Jason Rappert says the driver who destroyed the monument less than 24 hours after it was installed exemplifies a kind of hatred in America.
This person came to our Capitol and with intent ran over and destroyed public property, all because he simply has a disagreement on an issue. I think that's a real problem.
Los Angeles is renaming a street to honor where former President Barack Obama began his presidential campaign. Jim Roop reports.
It's a small street, under 4 miles long, but significant, according to Council President Herb Wesson, who introduced the idea of renaming Rodeo Road in South L.A. to Barack Obama Boulevard. It's where 20,000 people showed up on February 20th, 2007 at Rancho Cienega Park to hear Mr. Obama announce his candidacy.
People walked for miles.
Obama Boulevard will join other presidents of South L.A., Jefferson, Adams, and Washington Boulevards.
I'm Jim Ascendio.
Right now at Gap Factory and Banana Republic Factory, save 50 to 70% off everything in stores and online. That's right, 50 to 70% off everything. Celebrate the 4th with dresses from $19.99 at Banana Republic Factory. And at Gap Factory stores, tees start at $4.99. Plus, save an extra 40% off clearance. Sale ends Tuesday. Shop Gap Factory or Banana Republic Factory in Orlando, Ellington, Fort Myers, or at Tampa Premium Outlets.
Get protection for covered repairs with a vehicle service contract from Toco Warranty. Unlike other companies, with Toco, there's no down payment, and the monthly payments are really affordable. Keep your hard-earned cash and call Toco Warranty right now at 800-261-7500 to save big money on covered auto repairs. Prices vary by vehicle, but for about the cost of a tank of gas per month, a Toco plan has your back on expensive covered car repairs. Monthly payments are very affordable. Get your free quote now. Call Toco at 800-261-7500. That's 800-261-7500.
Imus in the morning.
We continue here on the Imus in the Morning program, dealing with a developing situation this morning. The I-Man has gone to the bathroom, and he will be making his return, we think, here in just a moment. Let's go live to our bathroom cab.
No. What did you say when I was away?
You're in the bathroom. That's all.
What do we have to provide people with all these details?
I think people are interested. You know, people that are longtime listeners might be worried. They hear my voice when we come back from break. You never know what might have happened.
Maybe I died, right?
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
So just try to reassure the audience.
What's so funny, Lou?
Imagine somebody opening that bathroom door and finding you just dead in there. Oh, my God.
All Elvis'd out.
You bastards. One of these days, I will die. Then what are you going to do?
That would be tragic.
Son of a...
Look for a job.
Look for a job? Is that what you said?
What else? File for unemployment.
Catch Imus in the morning, right here
weird.
on the stations of the Tan Talk Network.
No paper in here at all. Too much espresso.
Arg, matey. When it's time for lunch, when it's time for dinner, when the show's over, when the day's over, when it's time to chill, where do we go? Over to Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub. It's literally in our backyard, right in back of the WTAN studios at 700 Eldridge Street, just north of downtown Clearwater. Just look for the broadcast tower. Nancy's food and atmosphere get rave reviews. The laid-back patio is a great place to hang out, dine, and listen to live music at night. And Nancy's one of the friendliest proprietors in town. And now, Nancy is serving Sunday Jazz Brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brunch served with Eggs Benedict, crepes, waffles, lox and bagels, shrimp, oysters, and a build-your-own omelet. That's all at Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub, 700 Eldridge Street in Clearwater. That's right where Eldridge crosses the Pinellas Trail between Myrtle and Fort Harrison. Call 446-3717. 446-3717.
Hey, this is Captain Keith Colburn of The Wizard on Deadliest Catch. I love Naughty Nancy's.
This is Downtown Dave. How would you like to be able to promote yourself, your business, or someone else's business for less than the cost of one 60-second commercial on many Tampa Bay radio stations? Here's the deal. You can have your own 1-hour radio program on the Tan Talk Network for less than the cost of one 60-second announcement on many Tampa Bay stations. Your program will be on 2 Tampa Bay radio stations and will cover 4 million people in Florida, plus worldwide on the internet in both audio and video. And you'll have a web link for your business on the Tan Talk 1340 website. We provide the producer, the state-of-the-art equipment, free production of commercials, and much more. Check it out today. Call Lola O'Brien, the Irish Hawaiian, at 727-510-7622. That's 510-7622. Call Lola O'Brien now, 727-510-7622. Call now and your 1-hour radio program can start tomorrow. Call 510-7622 for Lola O'Brien, the Irish Hawaiian, at the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Don't turn it off now. You need this stuff. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network.
Everything you wanted to know about the music industry. Ask Vic. Vic McLean from Virtuoso Music and Distribution on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Call Hollywood Connections with Don Reese. 727-441-3000.
Hey, this is Vern Troyer, and you're listening to Don Reese's Hollywood Connections.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
Listening to Hollywood Connections. I'm Kirstie Alley.
You are listening to Hollywood Connections with Dawn.
And this is Kelly Preston. I'm so excited.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
All right, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's your #1 entertainment show in the Tampa Bay area, Hollywood Connections. Now your host, Miss Florida Diva Yvonne Madison. And the lady with all the connections, Dawn Reese. Lights, camera, action. You're on.
Hey, did that glass just break with that sound? Wow, Peter, what lungs you have.
Pretty sure he pulled a hamstring, though. And it was Preston's.
But that's okay. It was worth it.
Yes, we are back, HollywoodConnections.biz, and we are auditioning talent, and I want to thank the famous Pete O'Shea for being here.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Great. And you haven't met Ron yet.
Well, we just met and he insulted me 2 seconds into the conversation. Just because he's right. I was
guessing your age.
No, you were not guessing my age. You said I was born at the same time as Abbott and Costello. Yes,
I was
true.
guessing your age.
Yes,
I was
it's
trying
true.
to do the mentalist trick,
No,
you know.
It's true. I was the waiter at the Last Supper. That is true. I also handed the nails to Noah, and I polished up the stones for David, and it wasn't a whale that swallowed Jonah. It was me. Oh, wow. I was a little chunkier back then. That's why people, they got confused. You know what I mean? So, yes, you're right. I am. I'm old.
No, you're not. You're young as can be, and I love what you're doing, Pete, and you have such a great show, the Pete O'Shea Show on the Choice Network.
Choice Radio Network,
Yes.
every day from 3 to 6 p.m., the Pete O'Shea Show, Wade Williams and Ivan Miranda. We're bringing the best of really cool people. You know who we had on yesterday? Darren Dowler,
Ooh.
the lead singer from Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Oh, super
And
cool.
also a major, very fantastic actor also. And he was so much fun and so cool, so down to earth. I was expecting, attitude-y a little bit. I was expecting a little bit of a rock star. But he was a nice guy.
Nice.
Unlike this guy over here who insults me 2 seconds into being.
You're auditioning for him.
He's auditioning for me.
That's true.
Oh. So far,
auditioning for him. He's
so far it's a
auditioning for me.
critical fail. I get it. I'm not going to get the job, am I?
Well, anyways, Ron, introduce yourself on the second hour here, what you're looking for in your film and what you're doing.
My name's Ron Elkhatib. I am a producer for Vortex Productions. I'm also the owner. We're casting for a movie called Redneck Games, which starts filming July 15th. We're going to be using a lot of the local businesses in Sarasota County, Lee County, and also Palm Beach County. It's a family-friendly movie about a couple guys that live here in the state of Florida, and a big city guy that's kind of trying to mess with their, whole zen or whatever.
Here I am. I'm the big city guy. Come
There
on.
you go.
Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to mess with your zen. All right? I'm going to take your zen. I'm going to knock it all over the building over here for calling me old over here.
Well, yeah, this lawyer kind of steals their. Well, he sets them up for failure, and he's trying to. You gotta go on our website and check out the
I love
synopsis.
it. All kidding
It's really
aside now,
good.
we're playing around with each other. I love it that it's a family-friendly movie. We need
Yes,
more of those,
I
brother.
agree.
We don't have enough of them, okay? My brother and I, Preston Walden over there, we're putting a movie together, too, that he wrote, an amazing film. We need more family films out there. That 40-foot screen has a huge influence on people's lives, okay?
I agree.
And
I
it's filled right now with gratuitous sex and violence, and young people especially are being lured into that trap. So what you guys are doing, going against the grain of that and working hard to make family-friendly film, I'm proud of you for that, brother.
Yeah, well, the one thing I see out there nowadays is a lot of the independent filmmakers are going for the easy kill. They're making mostly horror films, action films, and things like that. Comedy is a very hard nut to crack. It's very subjective, and we're looking for an audience that anyone can go there and watch. Like there's films out there that are like. If you guys saw Sausage Party, that's just very adult, but they put it in a cartoon format, and then you go to the theater with the kids, and it's like, what?
From the outside, it looks like the beginning of the drive-in thing, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Out to the movie, and then you get in, and you're like, what the hell are they doing?
I know. And so when we put together Redneck Games, we really we followed an old school format. We were thinking about movies like Smokey and the Bandit, Cannonball Run. We were thinking about movies with morals, like the Rob Reiner films, like Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, things like that.
Those are John Hughes films, but you're close.
John Hughes, right. But the point is that
John Hughes, Rob Reiner, how can you tell them apart? They're like brothers, those two.
Right.
They look exactly alike.
But the point is that a lot of the new movies now they don't button it up. They don't leave you with a moral. They just kind of just.
I don't need to see Pirates of the Caribbean 19. I really don't. Johnny, give it a break, brother. You're done. All right, sit down. Get off the stage, brother. You've had enough. I haven't seen a new good idea coming out of Hollywood in a really long time.
I
You
know.
get remakes and sequels. Seriously, you needed to redo True Grit. Seriously, John Wayne is spinning in his grave thinking about that right now.
I know.
So we need
And then
new,
you gotta
good
think-
creative ideas like you guys are coming up with. The
You
real
gotta-
good films are coming from guys like you and guys like Preston.
Yeah, the thing you gotta look at is like every other movie is a Marvel movie, like a superhero movie, or a remake of a really good old movie, like the remake they did with Total Recall, the new boxing movie, the Sylvester Stallone flick, Creed, and that, and those. I know they just they keep taking those really. The reason why those older movies were so good is because they had a story and they had a moral, and they had, like, you're watching a Rocky movie and you're like, yeah, no matter what, this guy just kept going, and he battled against the diversity, and all this stuff, and that's what makes people feel good.
All right, you're hijacking my agenda. Quiet down.
Okay, everybody, it's 7:13. We have to have him audition because there's so many people waiting, and they drove in from all over.
You need to have a movie with a good moral compass. You're 100% right. Like the movie you got coming out, like When Land Meets the Sky, which is the film that Preston wrote that Wade Williams and I are going to produce with him, along with Curtis Graham and Jen Hall and a bunch of other people. We're going to make a movie there that makes people think, that inspires and empowers, that makes them feel good, see the best of the human spirit. That's what a film should do, okay? And if you can't do that, then, like I said before, get off the stage, all right? It's time to do it. All right,
yeah,
so
you're wasting 2 hours of someone's life.
That's why Ernest Goes to Camp was so popular.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
That's what am I supposed to do now?
So you're going to audition for them. Give them a monologue
really?
comedy. Yeah.
No, I don't have to audition. I just did. He already hired me. It's already done.
I'm looking for, it's not so much your ability as it is the person inside. You need to, like, when I hired all the actors that we've hired, I literally, some of them I just talked to over the phone, and I was like, I like the energy you're putting out. I like, I like what you're about. I feel like.
Wait, hold on.
No, I don't need to see that.
Because I got those testosterone pellets, I got hair now on my chest. I didn't have hair on my chest. I got those testosterone pellets in my buttocks, and now I got hair on my chest.
No.
Yeah, it's about your energy. It's about your drive and your passion, and I think that when you bring positive people to your set, it creates a positive energy.
I agree.
And then I think that other actors will feed off that energy and work together as a family.
I agree with you 100%. I do interviews all day long on other stations as well. They call me the Hope Dealer. That's what I'm known as, all right? I'm sober for 27 years. I used to drink like a Kennedy. I poured beer on my cereal in the morning. We're talking snap, crackle, and burp, okay? But I have not had a drink now in 27 years.
Wow.
And I am telling you that I am now helping other people get away from that also. And I'm living the life of going back for the rest. Here's the analogy of my life. The car slams into the pole, and as it hits, I got flung out. Okay? Now the car is starting to go on fire, and I'm going back into the car to pull the other people out. I'm living my whole life to live that way. Okay?
Love it.
I got off of drugs as well. All right? I did Vicodin, Percodan, Lieutenant Dan. You gave it to me. I used it. Okay? If it was going to get me high, I used it. I haven't had a drug in 10 years now. Okay? You're also looking at a walking miracle. I should be dead. I walked off an operating table. When I got there, I could not walk. And through miracle fashion, with a laser and a camera, while I was awake and watched, the guy operated on my back, fixed my leg, and I walked off that operating table. And I've been walking ever since, and I couldn't walk when I got there. And I've been on a maniacal mission ever since then to provide hope and tell people there is a chance. That's why I do the radio show. That's why I wrote a book about it called Pain Was My Friend. I'm out there motivational speaking on a regular basis, and I'm doing stand-up now. We only do stand-up in churches. We only do it now to raise money. I've done 65 shows in the last year and a half. We've raised $250,000. We put roofs on churches. We fed people. One of the shows we did, check this out. They took the money, they flew to Thailand, and they bought 11 girls that were going to get sold into sex slavery. Brother, I told a couple of jokes on the altar of a church, and that's what's happened. You're talking about a guy who did TV a dozen times, who performed in front of 12,000 people, who opened for Dennis Leary and Kevin James and Andrew Dice Clay, and that was the best night of my career.
Wow. Well, can I ask you real quick, because I know we have a lot of people that drove in from all over, and you got to come back because we love you.
Yeah, I drove from down the block, so I can just go anytime you want.
I know, but what would you tell other people? And this is important because we do have inspirational. If they have a problem drinking, and you said you had a problem, what advice would you give them?
Ask for some help. Just say, I can't handle it. Admit you can't handle it. And figure out what the underlying cause is.
Right.
There's always an underlying cause. Just like in a disease, there's always an underlying cause. So you have an empty hole that you're trying to fill. Why? What happened? For me, it was the back pain. And I went back, and you dealt with it. Face it. Okay? Face it. Look at it. Okay?
Right.
Self-examine, really do it. Self-examination is hard as hell. It's like pushing molasses up a sandy hill. But you can do it. And once you get past it and you understand what's really going on, you can get over it. I got over it, and I'm telling you, I was the worst drunk there ever was.
Wow. That's a great inspiration.
The good Lord invented whiskey to keep the Irish from ruling the world.
and keep your husbands from remembering what your wife said.
An Irish 7-course meal is a 6-pack and a potato.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're here, Pete, and we have more people to connect you with. People I'm sending over to you as well.
Okay, cool.
And I'm glad that you two connected also, Ron.
Dude,
it's a good
I
thing.
really believe in what you're doing.
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And Preston Walden, you know I love
Yay,
you, brother.
Preston.
Our brother. Okay, you know I love you.
Jen, we miss you. We were hoping you'd be here too tonight. We're going to get her back.
Okay.
Thank you, Pete
Bye,
O'Shea.
guys.
Tune into the Choice Network.
I gotta go because after dark is the thing with the whole the thing goes off.
And we have a good audition list here. And I want to introduce here, I'm going to have her sit down in a second and introduce herself. This is Alexia. She is one of my top reporters, but she got so busy doing a lot of film and TV. And so we're going to have her in a second. But let's get our auditions coming up first. Let's get you here. Let's bring David over. And you're going to sing. He has a redneck song for you.
Oh, wow.
So
That's terrific. I can't wait.
Alexia, stay here. Yeah, stay here. And you can have a seat, Alexia. I think there's one right there, unless we have a camera going. And I want you to introduce yourself. And you're from CVF Productions.
I am. I'm David Van Sice. And I'm here against all my... whoa, that is a big mic. All against my own nervous intentions. But hey, I'm here to let you know I'm an international voiceover artist as well as a national. I'm getting into acting here. I've already got a part nailed with a production called Honeymoon Island, where I play Pirate Bill. I don't know why.
I have a friend named Pirate Bill. He's a
Do
real
you
Pirate
really?
Bill. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's
He's
the
got a
same
parrot.
guy. And other than that, I like being positive, and communication is always crucial. And being professional and on time is my mantra, as they put it. So, but, you know, I really like entertaining. I've been a singer-songwriter for 42 years, and from there, it all went downhill. No, I mean, I'm just, you know, going and taking each step at a time, but I really felt that acting would be great, not only as becoming an actor, but as becoming a voice actor. And, you know, because for years I'm like, why don't they get regular voice actor guys in the movies so much? And it's like, because they're actors first, then they put them in the movies. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. So I'd like to... I know that there was a monologue type of thing, or
Right. Well, do you have a monologue first?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Kind of a monologue.
Okay. We're going to do that, and we're going to sing.
Well, I wanted to tell a story that was told to me by a IBM official, head of security, and he told me about his grandfather back in the days. And they were back out west riding on their horses. And off in the distance, they saw this Indian with his head to the ground. Well, one of the cowboys said, well, do you see that Indian off there in the distance there? Yeah, why? Well, so what? Well, I was told that they do all sorts of things, listening for things coming and going with their ear to the ground. Nah, can't be. Well, let's ride up and ask him. And as they rode up, they realized that the Indian is still with his ear to the ground. And as they came up, they said, hey there, Mr. Indian, what you doing? And then the Indian said, covered wagon, 2 horses, 1 brown, 1 black, man, woman, 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl, brown shaggy dog, with cow, black and white, going west. Well, doggone, you mean to tell me you heard all that just by putting your ear to the ground? No, ran over me about half hour ago.
That was good.
He has some amazing voiceovers, and he's got to send you his demo. Amazing. So what are you going to sing? And at 7:21, we have to get everybody on the air.
I'll do something real quick and short. I think everybody's heard the song, and, you know, I don't have any original redneck songs. Of course, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I apologize for anybody. You know, I was going to come in and say, this is a little ballad that my father used to sing to me before I'd go to bed.
Ooh.
Wow.
I got a little change in my pocket going jang-a-lang-a-lang. Gonna call you on the telephone, honey, give you a ring. But each time I do, I get the same old thing. I get no honey, no kiss. kissy until I get a wedding ring. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon no shelf. She said, don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Whoa, 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 baby, 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 why do you treat me this way? I'm still your lover boy, I still feel the same way. That's why she started telling free milk and a cow. She said, no huggy, no kissy until I get a wedding vow. My honey, my baby, don't put my love upon no shelf. She said, don't give me no lies and keep your hands to yourself.
Wow. That was really good.
I figured I could go all night. I could go all night here, folks.
I know we have a half hour. We can get everybody.
I know.
Let's play one more song. What do you have? One more song.
I actually have his intro for Hollywood Connections. If you want me to play that,
yes,
too.
Yes. Listen to this.
All right, here we go.
We'll be right back.
Initialize sequence now. Join the countdown. For actors, modeling, singers, songwriters, musicians, dancers, performers, and voiceovers from across the nation to across the world. Here with Dawn Reese on Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio 106.1 FM.
And David, you wrote that for me, and thank you so much. I said, just trust me. You have an agent. We got you famous faces, and even if you have an agent and there's producers, they still want to know, do you have an agent? And sometimes yes, no. But we want to thank you for being so patient, and you're amazing. Do you have another song for us, real quick?
Oh boy, another song.
Well,
you're really asking for a lot.
I do. I am, and we're going to get everybody on. Actually, there's a line of people out there, and we just love your music.
It's called an encore, buddy.
An encore.
Okay.
Encore.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right.
Can't you see? All I want to do is hold your hand. Oh, no, I forgot my own words. I'm sorry. But that's okay.
It's okay. You had a great opening. That was great.
Thank you. I put you on the spot.
I came in with one redneck song, and that was it.
We want to thank you.
Put another log on fire. Cook me up some bacon and some beans. Well, what do you want for a redneck song, really? Okay, well, I think I've had my share of the limelight. And I appreciate everybody putting up with me.
That's fine.
Yeah, so as soon as I get to throw cards, I sneeze cards. Headshots everywhere. No, but anyway, I just want to make sure I get all the info out. I want to thank Dawn Reese for being such a great person, getting me back in here. And a shout out to Deborah Sosa and Mark Montalesi from CBF Productions.
Yes, Deborah Sosa. We'll be right back. I'm Dawn Reese. Listen to this. Hi.
Shout out.
Oh, hi. We thought we were going to play your commercial. You're live. Hi, Deborah. CBF Productions is on the phone with us.
Oh, my goodness. Hi. Yes, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, so she's a production office here. They do a lot of local commercials, and she does talent shows with me as well, and finding talent and helping me help support everybody from CVF Productions. Says David. She found David.
Wow.
So
yes, I did. I'm very proud of my David.
Yeah, he's really
awesome.
Good singer. Really good
yeah,
voice.
that last song, David, you gotta send the song in to Dawn to play on the radio because it is an awesome song. What you do to me, written by David.
We're going to do that.
David Van Tice.
If we have enough time, we'll find it, and if he brought it with us, we'll figure that out. We have about 10 people still have to audition in a half hour.
No, I mean on another show.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to give a shout-out to Andrew Heller, who's trying to raise money for kids with cancer, and he's kind enough to be doing a workshop again at our studio, CVF Productions in Clearwater. And that is on August 12th and 13th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a 2-day intense workshop. You will get a lunch break, but Andrew Heller is a film director, and he is currently casting for his new film, A Gift of the Heart. So it is timely for you to take this workshop, which is the Actors Jam session. And it's 2-day workshop, and it's $150. Well worth it. You get a handbook, the actor's handbook with it, and you also get to be before and perform before a film producer who's currently casting for a major motion picture.
Thank you, Deborah.
Again.
Thank you. And that's a giftoftheheart.com. Go buy his book, Andrew's on the Road. We talked to him yesterday on the air on a pre-tape show. So giftoftheheart.com with John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard, as well as Austin St. John, one of the original Power Rangers, is in his movie. And they've been to the station. So we're trying to work on John Schneider next on that,
That's
too.
right. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, Deborah. We'll see you soon. All right, so we're going to have Alexia. Thank you, David, for being here.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get everybody in. Alexia, come on over, sit down here, and tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Do you know Preston, Alexia? Have you guys met?
Nice to meet you.
Ron? Okay. She started out with me when she was very young, and she's been one of the top reporters, but not just a reporter. She's doing so many movies right now, I can't even get her to report because I put her in front of all these film directors.
I have a lot of interviews that we just haven't had posted out. But I have a lot of interviews for you.
Well, we're going to do a special Alexia hour pretty soon, okay, in the summer. So it's all going to be your interviews and you. All right? That's what I'm trying to do. If I can capture you. You're like Tinkerbell right now. All right, so tell everybody about who you are and a little bit about your background.
Well, my name is Alexia Maria Orihuela. I'm 18 years old, and I was born and raised in Florida. I've been acting since I was officially around 9, 10 years old, but I've always wanted to do it since I was like 7. I've always loved singing and acting. I was always a shy and quiet girl, and the only way that I could possibly be myself is through acting and singing, expressing myself and my love for the arts. So I've been in a couple of independent films. Recently, in this past 2 years, I've been doing pretty well. I have my original song called Breathe. You guys can listen to it. I share it on my Facebook link and everything. I have a behind-the-scenes video of me in the studio with it on YouTube. Drigo Steele helped me produce and master the song. And I'm working on some original music now. I also do behind-the-scenes with camera work. I do boom, lighting. I'm learning everything because I feel like it helps me with my acting, appreciating behind the scenes as well as the front of the camera, so you know what's going on and how you can help when you're acting and everything. It just expands your knowledge in the arts. And so that's what I've been doing for a while, and I hope to be doing it for a lot longer.
Put your headsets on, and what is your monologue that you're going to give today?
Oh, let's see. I'm going to give the Invisible monologue. It's a really short scene. What happens in this movie is a girl, she embodies a ghost that they didn't have, like, well, he's not really a ghost, he's in a coma state. It's a really dramatic movie, and in this scene, she is going to his mother to try to meet him before she dies so she can try to bring him back, and he kind of speaks through her to his mom that he's never had a good relationship with.
Okay, action, 3, 2, 1. Peter, do it. I like how you do it.
Action. 3, 2, 1.
I just need to see him. Please. I don't know why, but I'm supposed to be here. You wrote a note the day I went missing. I was there, Mom. I watched you. I read it with you. You were hurting too much, and I see that now. I never understood what you were going through when Dad died, how lonely you felt. But I just want you to know, Mom, that I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Talk louder. No, keep going. But
Yeah, keep
talk
going.
louder.
Yeah, when you're on the air. People are driving. They're listening to you. Now, do you also have a comedy monologue at all?
I kind of have an old one. I don't remember all of it. It's from like a Selena Gomez movie when I was really small.
Okay.
So.
Well, she is so gorgeous. First, I want to thank you for being here, but also, Lima Films was interested in maybe writing a script for her. And she has a thing where you do a lot of horror movies. And what I noticed was there's one of you, and wait till you see these photos. And Lima Films, he apologizes just now that he can't be here, but he's going to connect with you. And but beauty queen by day, killer by night. You know.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and she has. Wait till you see these looks. When we go to a break, you're gonna go, oh my gosh.
Also, I forgot to mention, I also do special effects makeup. So like I've always liked horror movies. So I have like a really weird mind when I come to like makeup. I'm always like using my mom as a model to like gash her arms.
Let me ask you something. So, do you do like regular makeup stuff too?
Oh yeah, I love do glam makeup.
Well, I
and
tell you
everything.
what, if you want to go ahead and show me what you got, I will very seriously consider bringing you onto the project. We actually had one of our makeup artists that were on my project. She was offered a job on a major motion picture, and so she had to kind of cancel on us. And it's very fortunate that I kind of ran into you, so that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I'm not licensed, but I have been on other movie sets and events where I've been paid to do makeup, because it's something I really love to do. I have an Instagram page. If you want to go ahead and look at some of it.
Yeah, we can trade information after the show. But you like the horror stuff, yeah?
Yeah, but I do makeup. I've done it for like pageants and everything.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Awesome. So I do I'm on like a few crew sets now, and when I do like behind the scenes, I'm also doing like touch-ups and besides just the special effects, I do touch-ups, and like the women and the men that come on set that need the makeup, I do the makeup, touch-ups, glam.
Well,
I'm
I'm actually looking for 3 pretty girls to be. They come in and they're driving the 3 redneck guys to a lawyer's meeting, and they kind of pull up in this really big monster truck that they're driving off in. The pretty girls have a monster truck, right? And then the guys jump out of the back, and then they kind of split, But I definitely could see you as one of those, and then you could double as a makeup artist.
I don't have a monster truck, but I do drive a truck. It's mine. I got it for my 16th birthday. It's a Silverado Chevy. So
Sweet.
I can drive a truck.
We have something that's kind of jacked up with the rims.
Oh, I can do that. My mom
yeah.
said, she taught me when I was driving. She said, if you can drive a truck, you can drive anything.
There you go.
And I'm not to brag, but I'm a pretty good driver.
And she's a talented singer. Wait till you see the special.
I would love to sing right now, but I just got over a cold.
No,
I was
that's okay,
working
but guess
yesterday
what?
in the rain, and I'm raspy right now.
Well, since you're here, this is another little gift for you.
Thank
this
you.
This is what I
Oh,
give
it's a
my
keychain.
reporters. It's
I have I have like a necklace, right?
Yes,
The
now
one you
she's got the
gave me?
keychain. That's for reporting for me.
Thank you.
And it has the sparkles
So
on it,
cute.
so that's my little signature. I want to thank you for helping us
Thank
out.
you.
And I look forward to having you at the pageant this weekend with me. We're waiting to see if you're judging or not as well.
I would love to.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I want you to
Yeah.
stick around.
Oh, really quick?
Yes, please.
Also, I probably could use you as well. In the fall, I'm going to be starting a web series called Gray Room, Havens Mill.
Oh, so what is that about? Wow.
It's if you take The Omen meets Twin Peaks.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
Oh, she's already like, oh my God.
The Omen.
She's got the truck.
So,
she's got that.
we start on Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Whoa. I love that day.
Yeah, so
Right up your alley.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a card. You can look me on Facebook, and also then you can go from there. And
Definitely, yeah. I'll give you my cards as well. They're outside.
Peter, we need a Hollywood connection. Kaboom. All right.
Kaboom!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Definitely, we'll trade cards. I'd love to
Alexia,
work with you guys.
I'd like you to stay here with me and have a seat over there if you can on the other side. And then we have.
And she
Mama
really is
Jay.
great. She started from the beginning with us.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, she started from the beginning. Yeah.
It is 7:36. I hope you're enjoying this. Come on over here. Take the headphones. Take the seat. And put the headphones on. Look who is in the house. She is actually auditioning for you guys right now.
No, I'm not.
boo! I mean, yay!
No, I'm absolutely not. I decided to wear a hat because I saw you had a hat. So I'm like, let me come in with my character.
Now, you have many different voices.
I do.
And give me a couple of them.
Oh, you want that one?
No, do your phone voices because you did some phone calling one time.
Oh,
Remember?
the phone calling.
Yeah, the phone calling.
Well, wait. What kind of phone calling?
Yikes!
We got
Let me
miners
try,
in the
let me
house.
No, it's funny because
This
you did it
is
last
Donna.
time. Yeah.
We got miners in the house, so I can't do that. However, welcome to AT&T. I am telling you right now, your credit card charges are coming here to India, and we are here to take all your money. Yes, we are the IRS.
Okay.
Very,
I know
very.
I did.
That's
All right,
spot.
Take over.
What did you prepare today for us?
A massage.
Oh, well, you can start right here.
You're hired.
You're winning right there. I was just saying.
I think, yeah, she is an amazing masseuse, and she's not just a comic. She's serious. She's really a great, amazing. Yeah, she does. So they can go to Mama J Speaks on Facebook. You have a website. You're into the spirituality of. You're doing a lot of. You want to give your website real quick?
Core Center for Divinity.
There we go. Core Center for Divinity. Go there. Okay, that's Jacqueline. She came in to do that. She actually came here to find a job for you on your sets.
Well,
So-
she's actually worked on what 2 or 3 of my sets.
Oh.
I'm a good production assistant. I'm a good AD.
She's been second AD. She's been everything from a clapper to. If no one actually knows what that means, then it sounds really, really bad.
Right.
Okay, so in the meantime, while we are having a masseuse in the house, we've got cameramen. I want to thank your production team that came over here. We have to give a shout out before anything and where they can go.
This is Dustin McLeese. He's my he's actually worked with Gerard Lima on Lima Films. He's also working with me on Redneck Games as a DP. He agreed to come in today and film this for us, so we can go ahead and put that on Facebook Live. What we're going to do is kind of edit the edit the footage and then post it out for you guys on YouTube, so you can link it to your page and that, and get a good idea of the people that came in today. And maybe we can make it a running thing. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
We're excited. I think these live auditions are great, and the talent, and more people are writing me, and I know I want to get everybody on today. But look who is in the house here. I have to tell you, she was my first beauty queen at the age of 5 years old. Come on over here, sweetheart. Tell everybody your name.
I'm Grace.
Do you remember me?
Of course I do.
I know your mom said she's your daughter. I think she said, no. Dawn always wears blue. Did you? I think or aqua. I think yeah.
Yeah.
Telling your mom that. That's super cool. And now I saw you in a stroller last time, and you're actors and actresses, and you have headshots and resumes. Mm-hmm. Okay, and do you have those? You can bring those here in a minute. But I'm going to have you take over the mic. And what are you going to do for a monologue? I'm going to have you. Who's going to go first? Both of us. Okay, you're live on the air. People are driving. They're listening to you. Come here, Grace.
Okay, we actually have a skit together, so can we do that first?
Yeah. Okay, take the mic. Take the mic. It's all you. All right. Action, 3, 2, 1.
Action. 3, 2, 1.
Man, peanut butter duty again? It's like they're making fun of me for being allergic to peanuts. Maybe someday I'll be able to work this some other job. Okay. Oh. Welcome to the Value Mart. Would you like some free peanuts?
Oh, yes, please. I love peanuts. Any man who gives me peanuts has the key to my heart.
Oh, just doing my job.
Well, you're doing swell.
Don't you mean shell?
You're pretty funny and cute. Would you like to go out sometime?
Oh, I guess.
Here's my number. Would you like to go to the peanut parlor on Main?
Wait, actually, I'm allergic.
Oh, there's something so confident and strong about a man who loves peanuts. I don't think I could ever date a guy who didn't like legumes as much as I do.
Oh, I guess I'll see you in a week.
You bet. See.
Okay. Oh. And how old are you, honey?
8.
And what is your name?
John Paul Ponzo.
John Paul. Wow, that's
The
a
John
very
Paul.
French name, buddy.
There you go. You can take the mic over there. And real quick, Ron, are you looking for children, both of you, for your films as well?
Actually, the truth of the matter is we did have 2 children's parts, and they would have been perfect for you guys, but we already cast them about a month ago. It would have been so good, too, because the scene we have is an older and younger siblings that they kind of run into this kind of vagrant that cons them out of their money to go to the toy store. And so, but we are doing a barbecue scene, which is like a family that kind of gets together, and it's like a big group of redneck relatives from everywhere, and we could use extras. So if you guys are interested in showing up as like family members,
how about understudies?
Understudies. Oh well, that's possible too. But we're just like we're just like this guy over here. We sent out the scripts months and months ago.
Oh, okay.
So these people have been practicing for quite a while. If someone drops out, then obviously we would love to entertain that idea. But in the meantime, you'll have a chance to meet some celebrities, and you get fed for free too. So
And also, Lima Films is
peanuts, right?
and Lima Films is not here today, but he did say he'll look at the tape, and he is looking for children as well. So he got caught in production today, so that's good. Now I'm going to have you take the mic. You have your own monologue, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have you. You have a great radio voice too. Come here, Grace.
Yes.
All right, take over. And you're live on the air. People are driving. They're listening to you. So what is your monologue?
It's called A Pirate Girl.
Pirate Girl. All right, action.
All right, quiet on the set. 3, 2, 1.
Ugh, I cannot stand being on sea anymore. I just want to feel solid ground. Oh, and a nice warm bath would be great too, instead of bathing in freezing cold seawater. And do you see what it's done to my hair? Split ends. No more pirate's life for me. No more yo-hos with the yo-yos. I'm so tired of seeing these bums in bottles. Ugh. I just want to drink from a chilled glass goblet. Drink some ice-cold milk, some water, and some ice. Is that too much to ask for? Oh, and that reminds me. Did you know that you can make ice cream with milk and ice? Oh, would I give anything for a scoop of ice cream? But you'll never find anything like that on a bucket like this. Why do all the wonderful things in life have to spoil so quickly? Scene.
Wow, that was really good.
Good job.
It is a pleasure. Please stick around here. Don't go anywhere. We'll have you sit out there for a minute. Do you guys have anything to say to Grace?
No, I think they both had a terrific performance.
Yes.
I mean, really, very solid. It seems like you rehearsed that script of over and over again, and that's a very good thing that you show up prepared. That's very important.
Yes, very, very good.
Thank you. All right, we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, and you've got headshots. We have about 15 minutes left, and we're going to bring these two amazing other girls in. I found them. The story was I did a casting for CBF Productions on Craigslist, and last time I did that, I had Sugar Mama. You can give that to them, sweetheart. You can stay here and give that to them. Yeah, hand your headshots over to them while you're here, while I'm talking. So anyways, if you remember, Sugar Mama, Joy Marie Payton. So she came in and we did some auditions, and it was really super cool in Hollywood. And then you girls put over the headsets here. You're going to share because you're like alike. You're like Tamia and Tamara. But anyways, long story short, they came over to the audition. They got to meet me. I gave them some great advice. I said, get over to Sunscreen Film Festival, get networking. And they did. And they saw me on the red carpet. Then I said, get over to the International Christian Film Festival. And they did. And while I was interviewing, people are going nuts taking photos. Is that Tamia and Tamara? Is that Tamia and Tamara? Seriously. So we have a few minutes left. I want you to take the mic and come on over here and introduce yourself.
Outstanding. I'm Angela. And I'm Valencia. Hello, hello, hello. We love to sing, we love to act, and just do jingles and all that wonderful stuff. It's such an honor to be here, Don. We love you.
Thank you.
So,
can you do a jingle for me?
We'll sing one of our songs. You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. That way. Okay. Mm-hmm.
He say, she say, it's just a rumor set out to harm us and it's tearing us apart. He say, she say, it's just a rumor set out to harm us by using our hearts.
That's the song we wrote.
Wow, very good harmony.
Thank you so
much.
I
have some background in music as well, and I got to say, wow, that's right on to be able to harmonize like that, and wow, very good.
Thank you so much.
And all a cappella, that's very good too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love it. We love it. We're just trying to get out there and do a lot more and
and
share
we're
our
commercial
talents.
actresses also, so it's great to know, when we found out that you guys were going to be here as well, you've got some different projects that you're working on that we would love to
be a part of.
You
Definitely.
also
absolutely.
Film directors that are watching online and they're like, who are these? Get in touch with me. So it's not just here in the house. They're watching you online as well. So, so what is your monologue right now that you're going to do?
All right, we were going to do a monologue that we wrote, and it's called Two-Way Street.
All right, action. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Tam, how's it going?
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm good. Look, I really need to talk to you.
What's wrong?
Do you have a few minutes?
Absolutely. What's
well,
up?
There's a guy that I've been dating, and I'm so super excited about him. I think I'm falling in love with him.
Oh, my God.
And we have some pictures and things on Facebook. So I was going on Facebook, and I was just kind of looking at it, and I saw a photo of you in there with him. And so I thought, maybe this is a cousin. Maybe Tam knows
Wait,
this
what's
guy.
his name?
His name's Michael.
You mean my Michael?
No, my Michael.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, he's mine. I mean, he
Tall
approached me-
Michael.
Tall, handsome.
That's my Michael.
No, he's mine.
Listen.
And he approached me at work.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious. And it's only been for maybe a couple of weeks. But
I met Michael a couple weeks ago.
Where did you meet him at?
At the grocery store. I told you about this.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that it was the same person. I thought
Okay,
maybe
you're
it
going to
was-
have to like lose that.
No,
Because
he's mine, and I'm going to need you to back off.
Amber,
Yeah.
we've
No.
been friends for a long time,
We
and you know
have,
I have
Amber.
not met a wonderful guy in a long time
Yeah.
that has touched my heart like this. I don't understand. I'm.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk with you about. I thought maybe we could just, I saw him on Facebook, and with your picture
Well,
on.
we're
going
gonna call him because this is not gonna work.
I'm going to call him.
I'm gonna call
No,
him.
I'm going to call Michael.
I'm gonna call Michael because he's my Michael.
Let's settle this right now.
Yeah, let's bye. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry, but you guys are going to have to back off because they're mine. Mine.
So what do you think, guys? What do you think? This new
I
discovery.
think you need to turn off Facebook Live so no one else finds out about it. Because you guys are diamonds in the rough. That's so cool. Wow. You just
I
right
brought-
out of nowhere.
I
you
brought
know?
them here after we met on Craigslist, and you came over and we did the auditions. You got with Keith.
You met
from-
through Craigslist?
on an audition.
Wow.
But they also
Yeah,
were on
here's
the
where
international.
Craigslist works.
Oh, they were on the red carpet at International Christian Film Festival, and you did everything I told you to do. I'm so proud of you, and that's you're skyrocketing now.
Thank
You know, you're just, and that's why you're here. So
There are success stories, ladies and gentlemen, on Craigslist.
well, since you've been on my show and you've seen what I've done, can you give advice real quick? What from your heart? What you've seen?
Well, one of the things that's very, very important too, like you mentioned, Dawn, a lot of times, you'll give great advice and it's connecting people to different connections that are out there, but you have to want it bad enough to actually get out and
do
make
it.
it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah, don't
Right.
just
Follow
wait on the
through.
calls to come.
Absolutely.
Follow through, reach out to people, network, and all of those things. It's very, very important. If
Sure
you
is.
really, really want to do it, you have to be your own advocate.
I agree. And thank you, ladies, for being here. You've got headshots and resumes to give them as well. And we have it for Lima Films, too. He's asking for them online, and so we're going to get that over to him also.
Too bad, Gerard. So sorry. You've been vetoed, buddy.
While I get the next act, too, do you have one more song you want to sing real quick? Harmonize?
We'll do another one, sure.
Okay.
Wanna do two late?
Saying no.
Say no? Yeah. Okay.
Saying no could be so easy if I did not care. But I loved you so much that it hurt to turn you down. But if saying no to you means you walk away from me, then baby you don't understand love and you're not ready for me.
We wrote that song. We wrote that too.
A question. How long have you guys been singing together?
Oh, wow. All of our lives. We're sisters. We're Irish twins. We've been really singing together for over 20 years. Yeah.
Oh,
You don't look Irish.
Yeah, somebody else said that. You know what I
You don't
mean?
see the Irishness?
Yeah. See, we are less than a year apart. We're less than a year apart,
Yeah.
so we're known as
So
Irish
you're
twins.
Irish on like St. Patrick's Day mostly.
Well, 2 months out of the year, yeah.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
She's July
We could
12th,
be
I'm
related.
September 12th.
You never know.
We could be. Yeah.
We want to thank you so much for being here. And, of course, they do have Famous Faces. That's under our umbrella. Woohoo. Yes, we're excited.
Yes, we do. We're excited to be with Famous Faces.
Yes,
we are.
Also, next week, we're going to have Famous Faces interview with Paul Levine. We actually interviewed him on a pre-tape, so it'll be on next week also, which is super cool. Ladies, thank you so much. Stay around. We want to get photos with everybody. I do want to bring in, yes, go ahead, Peter.
We got Vic on the line. He's been waiting patiently here. Vic?
Oh, Vic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a second for Vic, and we're going to bring everybody in here. Vic is a music promoter with Steven Seagal. We've been playing Steven Seagal's music, and I have to put him on real quick, and he's actually going to do a promo with Steven Seagal, calling and saying, hi, Hollywood Connections, you're listening to Dawn Reese, and I want to do a little special shout-out to my son, Nick, because they are big fans of Steven Seagal's, and we've been playing Steven Seagal's music. Download his music, and Vic, you have a minute. I'm sorry we've been over with auditions. We're going to get you more next week.
No problem.
No, you're here. Wait, don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have a plan for all singers coming up in July. Tell everybody what our plan is.
Well, what we're going to do is some of these great performers that have been on your show that I've heard, and I'm thinking, oh, my goodness, they're so good, including tonight. We're going to give them an opportunity for their music to be evaluated by the consumer public all over the world, and then see where they can go from there. It's a transparent, fair, and supportive system that we're doing with my company as it relates to arts development, and see where they can go. At least honestly, they'll know where they have a chance to be successful being in the music business and make a living making music.
That's
so Dawn's
awesome.
Gonna give everybody that opportunity, and I'm going to back her up with it.
So we're going to help people with downloads. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes. Is that exciting, Yvonne?
Yes.
I know.
Very exciting.
So with singers, did you hear the singers that were on the air?
Yes, and I'll tell you, the harmonies I heard earlier, somebody else was commenting about how great they were.
Yes.
Absolutely. When people are related, the harmonies are even better. I don't know if the girls were related or not, but
Yes, they
sounded
were.
fabulous.
Oh, thank you so much, Vic. We'll have more time with singers. We're going to have a special with singers coming up in July as well.
Okay.
And you're a big part of that show.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome.
And Steven's going to do the thing for you tomorrow or Friday, and you'll hear from him next week.
Oh, super cool. I know Lima Films is, I bet they're not here because he's working on that script for you. I know. That's why. I know. Steven Seagal came before my show. That's okay. That's all right.
He loves your show, actually, and he appreciates the support because nobody really understands how great a musician he actually is and how great this song is. When they think Steven Seagal, they think movies.
Right.
And they're not thinking about him and giving him a fair shot as a musician. But what we've done is given folks the opportunity to evaluate him as a musician, and he has won hands down all over the world. It's great. And thanks to you, Dawn.
Oh, thank you. And Girl, It's All Right. Download that song like I did. It's only 99 cents or so. And take a walk and just listen to some great music by Steven Seagal.
Hey, if Hoff can do it, then so can Steven.
That's right. Thank you, Vic, for being on the show. We look forward to you next week. And I want to thank Thaddeus for being here. And Thaddeus, any last words? Do you want to give another monologue? What would you like to say to the guys real quick, or to Ron?
I'd just like to say good luck to everybody who's getting started in the industry. It's decently hard, but if you put enough work and have the passion for it, anyone can go anywhere.
Right. And so we have him on the first hour. You guys saw him. We have that film, and we're going to be giving that to other directors as well. I guess I want to have a surprise here, Ron. Your daughter. Come on over here, sweetheart. We have 5 minutes left. And introduce yourself live on the air.
My name is Jocelyn.
Yes, and I said she would be a great reporter, maybe. So she's going to test us out. She's going to say, reporting for Hollywood Connections. You're live on the air. People are driving. And you're going to ask anybody a question here, Yvonne, me, your dad, Preston, Alexia. She's the top reporter. Any of the girls, anybody here. All right, so I'm going to give you the headsets. And Peter's going to say action. And ready? Are you ready to go, sweetheart? Okay.
Action. 3, 2, 1.
We're here with Hollywood Connections.
Okay, take one. Hi, my name is...
Okay.
Reporting for Hollywood Connections.
My name is Jocelyn Elkhatib, reporting with Hollywood Connections.
And what is your question to somebody?
Miss Dawn.
Uh-oh, here I go. I'm on the spot. 4 minutes left.
Okay. What's the most what's so exciting about being on the radio show?
At my age, coming up next week for my birthday, I'll be honest with you. Wait a minute, Peter, don't go there. I know what you're going to say. Hey, I had a great day today. Before I answered that question, I went out walking. I went to curves. I went bike riding. I went swimming. Oh, I did the whole marathon today.
You're only as old as you feel.
Exactly.
And you're supposed to say working with the best producer in the business.
In my heart, and I know what I'm doing on this earth, is to help people like you and singers and Yvonne and people that want to get into show business. Being on the radio gives that outlet for people. And that's why I'm here. And I see God doing many other things. I don't know yet what he's going to do, but I believe this outlet is to help people get connected in show business. I worked for everybody. I can't tell you who. I've been on the big stages in New York putting model searches together. I've worked in modeling schools all over. So people would always say, I need help and I'm not connected. So I'm giving you an outlet. There's so many other people that have connections. But if I can give you that opportunity and open door, and it's up to you and your talent to come on the air and promote yourself. And please keep me posted. I have other people on other shows, and they don't go, oh, it was Dawn that got me here. So I just want to thank you. When somebody gives you a thank you, it means so much to you. And that's all I'm asking. And give God all the glory and honor and watch things happen in your life.
Thank you, Miss Dawn.
Okay, did you want one for Yvonne? We have 1 minute, I think. One? We're good?
Got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, you have another question? Oh, you come on over here. Oh, she's going to try. You have 1 minute. Reporting for Hollywood Connections.
Action. 3, 2, 1.
Help her. Hi, what is your name?
Vanessa.
Are you interested in being a reporter?
Yes.
Okay, can you say reporting for Hollywood Connections?
Reporting for Hollywood Connection.
All right, and what's your question? For anybody, 1 minute, 60 seconds.
For them,
Yes.
what made you want to start singing?
All right, girls, come here. We're closing the show. You're gonna sing. You're gonna sing the closing of the song here. We got 2 minutes. Let's sing together and give her your answer.
Wow, what made us wanted to sing? We love to see people smile, and we like to be able to make a positive difference in people's lives. And we've been able to do that through our music, acting, and voiceovers.
Mm-hmm. Ditto that.
I want to thank Greg Raven on this second hour as well. Greg Raven, Greg, come on over here. We have 1 second real quick. And give Greg Raven your website.
www.gregismental.com.
Check out amazing, amazing, amazing talent. Girls, can you close the show singing? Sure. All right. And thank you for listening. Next week, the next hour is with Pastor Joe with Hollywood Connections about your spirit, your heart. And you just really will help you with a lot of prayer if you need it. And food. They have food banks and everything for people that need help. Beaming Hope Church over in Largo. Girls, take it away. End the show. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. And let's Godspeed ahead.
Amen.
And it'll be too late to say I'm sorry. It'll be too late to say forgive me. It'll be too late to confess your love for the Lord. It'll be too late to say I need you. Too late to say please hear me. It will be too late to confess your belief in the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I want to thank you so much.
Join us next week for Hollywood Connections from 6 to 8 on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
TAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.1.
WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills.
FM 104.3.
Listen.
Trump fundraiser, airline security. I'm Jim Ascendio. Tuxedos, gowns, and limousines are out in force in Washington, D.C. tonight as President Trump holds a fundraiser. Tickets cost $35,000 a pop. Correspondent Caitlin Collins reports from outside the closed-door event.
The President of the United States is holding his first campaign fundraiser for his 2020 campaign tonight at his hotel in Washington, and the American people have no idea who is paying for it. Though we have asked multiple times who is, we don't know if it's the RNC, if it's the 2020 campaign, or if the hotel donated this space. We just don't know. Our requests for answers have not been answered.
When the president arrived, protesters chanted, "Health care, not tax cuts," and "Shame, shame." Planning any overseas travel? Well, be prepared. The U.S. has announced tighter security for international flights headed back to the U.S. Jerry Bodlander has the story.
Warning that terrorists are constantly looking for new ways to disguise explosives, Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly says the global baseline of aviation security needs to be increased. He announced a series of enhanced procedures for the roughly 2,000 international flights that arrive in the U.S. every day.
Enhanced screening of electronic devices, more thorough passenger vetting, and new measures designed to mitigate the potential threat of insider attacks.
Officials say airlines that don't implement the new procedures could face a ban on laptops not only as carry-ons, but also in checked luggage. Jerry Bodlander, Washington.
Tensions are high between the U.S. and North Korea, and Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr says military options are being prepared.
Two officials are telling me that military options for North Korea have recently been updated and will be ready to present to President Trump if needed.
Nikki Haley, America's UN ambassador, is warning about Venezuela's worsening crisis. She's concerned President Maduro will order a more aggressive crackdown on protesters. I'm Jim Ascendio.
Get protection for covered repairs with a vehicle service contract from Toco Warranty. Unlike other companies, with Toco, there's no down payment, and the monthly payments are really